The stitches for rounds 5 to 6 are all the same. In rounds 5 to 6, work 1 chain stitch, 2 knits and crochets, and finally 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. Finish 2 knits and crochets in total. Place a marker in the first stitch. Keep working. Ten single crochets are done. Please finish the rest 10 single crochets by yourself. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 5 is done. Please finish round 6 by yourself. Also, work 1 chain stitch, 2 knits and crochets, and 1 slip stitch. Round 6 is done. In round 7, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set of 2 single crochets, 1 decrease for 5 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Work 2 single crochets. Mark the first stitch. Work 1 more single crochet. Then work 1 decrease. Decrease is to combine 2 stitches into 1 stitch. Attention here. A regular stitch, namely a V shape, has 2 loops. The loop close to us is a front loop. The other one far from us is a back loop. We work the decrease through the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Insert hook through the front loops of the next 2 adjacent stitches. Yarn hook and pull the yarn through the 2 front loops. Then yarn hook and pull through the remaining 2 loops on hook. That's 1 decrease. Decrease is to combine 2 stitches into 1 stitch. There are 2 ways to make a decrease. Method 1. Insert hook through the front loops of 2 adjacent stitches. The loop close to us is a front loop. Hook the yarn and pull up loop through the 2 front loops on hook. Yarn around the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. That's a decrease. 2 single crochets and 1 decrease are finished. 1 set is done. Keep working 4 more sets. We work 2 single crochets and 1 decrease as 1 set. The second set, 2 single crochets. One decrease. Insert hook through the front loops of the next 2 adjacent stitches. Hook the yarn and pull through the 2 front loops. Yarn hook, pull through the remaining 2 loops on hook. That's 1 decrease. The third set, work 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Keep working the rest 2 sets in the same way. Work 2 single crochets and 1 decrease as one set. After 5 sets are done, work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Round 7 is done. In round 8, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set off 1 decrease, 1 single crochet for 5 times. Finally, end with 1 snip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. 1 decrease. Insert hook through the front loops of next 2 stitches. Hook yarn and pull through 2 front loops. Yarn and hook, pull through both loops and hook. Mark the first stitch. 1 single crochet. One decrease and 1 single crochet finished. 1 set is done. Keep working 4 more sets. We work 1 decrease and 1 single crochet as one set. After 5 sets are done, work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Round 8 is done. In round 9, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 10 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 snip stitch. Please finish round 9 by yourself. Round 9 is done. Stuff the fabric with fiberfill. After stuffing, continue to crochet. In round 10, start with 1 chain stitch, then work 5 decreases. Work 1 chain stitch first. Work 5 decreases. We work the decrease through the front loops of next 2 stitches. Mark the first decrease. Continue to work 4 more decreases in the same way. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 10 is done. Break yarn. Yarn tail round hook and pull the yarn tail out. Thread the yarn tail through the needle. Then use a yarn needle to sew hook closed by stitching through the front loops only of the last round. Conceal the yarn tail inside the fabric. And finally, cut off excess end. The rose bed is completed.